you ready? It's the Roundtable with me, Robert Bannon.
Well, hey everybody, my name is Robert Bannon, and you're listening to us and watching us right now on YouTube or Facebook. It is the Roundtable. I am here live, and it's so good to see you. An extra hour early, already with daylight savings. I'm earlier than early? That's not fair. No, it's not my fault, I swear. And I don't even know if anyone's watching. Is anyone here? Is this thing on? Hello? Are you here? Hi, everybody. I guess Abby's here in the UK. She made it an hour early because she's all the way over the pond. My mom is here. It's so good to see you all. Thank you all so much for being here on the Roundtable an extra hour early because the Lion King is in town. The Lion King is in the Detroit Opera House. And if you follow this show and you watch all of the shows that we do, the Lion King is here for the next 3 weeks, and it's opening night. We got invited to go to opening night tonight for the Lion King. It is a classic, a throwback, a must-see. So the show starts at 7:30. So I can't do the show at 7. I got to go to the Lion King. So thank you for joining me early so we don't miss any of the fun. Amy Anderson, girl, you know, she survived North Bergen. And if you survive North Bergen as a teacher, you can survive anything. Praise Jesus. I'm so happy you're here, Amy Anderson. So let's get started. We have a lot of a fun show. This show makes me think of my grandmother because Il Volo is here. They're back. Il Volo was here earlier in the year. You know, they've sold millions of records. They have a sold out tour. The 3 of them come from Italy and do an incredible job. So this is going out to you, Verge. I love you so much wherever you are. And to my good Italian family and paisans who are watching the show tonight. We'll talk a little bit more about all of that when we get to the show. And see, she did 33 years at Franklin School. She lives there. She lives in the boiler room. That's her retirement village. She's never leaving. She's just there. Adrienne is here because Adrienne has a special piece of tonight's show. She's going to talk to you about the Oscars, which happen to be coming up on Sunday. Adrienne always is famous for her Oscar party. So that brings me to the question of the day, which happens to also be about the movies. Here's the hot take.
It's smoking.
So see, Amy Anderson was Adrienne's teacher and Adrienne's favorite teacher at that. What was the last movie you saw in the movie theater? You know, I love the movie theater because I like popcorn. Oh, hi, people. You are here. I like popcorn. I like diet soda from the fountain. Oh, my gosh. I love a Diet Coke that's cold from the fizzy fountain. And I love candy. And like the new thing I like is those Airhead rainbows. Not because I'm gay, but maybe because I'm gay. Taste the rainbow. I love them. Oh, who cares about the movie? Is there even a movie on? What was the last movie I saw in the movie theater? I want to go to the movie soon, but I forget what movie it is. There is a movie coming out that I would go see, but I don't remember. That shows you how long. I'm going to think about it. Let's get started, shall we? It's time for... Oh, hi, Christine. Christine says, hello, Robert. Hi to all the Roundtable family. Welcome, Ivolo. Ivolo is back. And let's talk about my week in review, shall we? Let's do it. So listen, if you're waiting for Ivolo, be ready for them to pop on here about 6:30 Eastern time. We have some business to attend to before that, but they're cute. It's a good interview. So we had a pretty good week. It's been a quiet week. It's not been a very busy week here at all. I did get a new car. My car broke down. You know, my car broke down. And so I'm American-made Chevy man now, everybody. And my car broke down, and it needed a new engine. So Darius, who runs my life, who also happens to be my husband, told me, like, you know, we don't need to put $6,000 into a car that's 6 years old that's got 75,000 miles on it. We could trade it in. So we found a company. They should sponsor this show. The company is called Car Brain, and they buy cars that are broken. And then we bought a car on the Carvana, which I didn't even know that's a real thing. Do you know? Hi, David. Do you know that Carvana has like a building? It's like a vending machine of cars, and you put a coin in and the car comes down like a diet soda. But we got it delivered. So the car just showed up here. They took the old car. The new car came. I didn't even have to fight with nobody about a price. I didn't have to go to the dealer. I didn't have to argue with people. All I had to do was get approved cars here. Took the old car, gave me a check, said, have a nice life. So shout out to Carvana and Carbrain, who buys cars that are broken. The new engine would have been like $6,000, and I would rather get a facelift. So that's my story. And I was sticking to it. Also, I was teaching my babies how to be like me at school. Look at my future podcasters. I brought the podcast mic in, and the assignment called for a podcast. So I was like, oh, no, 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 no. Listen, you don't get to just roll into my class and half do a podcast. Oh, why isn't it going away? You don't get to just have a podcast. You got to come ready. So shout out to my Detroit Lions family. We're going to talk more about school in a minute because I have a Detroit moment about my school. But I love so much that we worked on podcasts at work. It made me laugh because I think that it is funny how the two worlds have collided in that way. So it was a super cute moment. I showed them Lettucey singing Lift Every Voice and Sing because, you got to teach the kids the great. So it was part of their lesson as well. So I've been having a lot of fun finding moments to incorporate the two of them. They all stalk me and find me anyway. And Detroit is the home of, I went to the gas station, and gas stations here are like in New Jersey are like 7-Eleven, convenience stores, bodegas, etc. Like that's where people go to get soda, candy, chips. There's a lot of funny things here about chips and stuff because they love potato chips in Detroit and they love hot stuff like this. What is a Vintner crunchy nugget? I know my husband needs this. I can just feel it in my spirit. There are so many weird things here that they don't have in New Jersey. I'd never have seen this stuff before. Uncle Ray's potato chips, Better Made potato chips, a clear fruit juice. Am I that much of a Jersey person? So it's been really funny. It was a good week. It was a pretty chill week. This weekend should be a good weekend. And Darius now has FOMO. He wants a car. So we'll see. Everyone's gonna get a car. Go to Carvana and get a car. I don't know why. I don't know anything about it. Are they paying me? No. Should they be? Yes. All right, so it was a good week. So thank you all for sharing that. Tell me your answers again if what's your hot take, the last movie you saw at the movie theater. And while we're here, we might as well talk about my shameless plug.
Cause I'm shameless.
So that every single day on this show, which maybe you don't know, a half hour before the show, my roundtablers all meet over on Instagram. So if you're bored at 6:30 normally, or a day like today at 5:30, you can always head over to Instagram. I know Christine was there. I know Abby was there. We're on Instagram, and I usually talk a lot of smack over there. And a lot of times celebrity guests pop in. This week, Melba Moore popped in today, like a half hour ago. Melba Moore has a show that is coming to 54 Below on June 23rd and 24th called From Broadway with Love. She's a Tony-winning icon, diva, superstar. So what was fun is that it made me think of my show. So if you happen to be in the New York area, as we're getting closer, it's March, April, May, June. I got to talk about this show pretty soon. 3 months from now, my Pride show is back. It is on June 20th. It's at 9:30. Norm Lewis is at 7 o'clock. I'm at 9:30. And if you use Bannon 5, you can get $5 off tickets. So if you're in the New York, New Jersey area, or you're going to be virtual, make sure you get your tickets. The Pride shows usually go. They're diva-licious. They're an hour and 15 minutes of diva super smash songs with my incredible band. Special guests are coming, and they're going to be really good this year. A lot of fun people are going to be in town, so who knows who's going to pop up. So get your tickets quick. Go to 54below.org to get your tickets. Tell a friend, make it a party, bring them, have a drink, have a Caesar salad, have a hamburger, and then dance and sing with me because it's always a party and we need more love and togetherness than ever. So get your tickets. Tomorrow on BroadwayWorld, where we are on every single Friday, plus every day on the Broadway Podcast Network, iHeart, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. You can go find us wherever you are with 375 interviews a year. Tomorrow, the incredible Tony winner Miriam Silverman is back. She was just on this regular podcast talking about a show that she just did off Broadway, but she is on to not only talk about Friends and Neighbors, which is on its second season on Apple TV and then about to start its third season on Apple TV, while she's doing off-Broadway and winning a Tony Award for Signs in the Window, and then so happens to be on Apple TV. She's now dominating Netflix. She's taking every job. She's now dominating Netflix with a brand new show called Vladimir, which stars Rachel Weisz. So Rachel Weisz and Leo Woodall and John Slattery and Jessica Henwick and then her all are on the new show Netflix based on the novel by Julia May Jonas. She's on tomorrow to tell us all about it. So if you could go to Broadway World, my face will pop up in the afternoon at like 4 o'clock. So make sure you come on in, check it out. And that's my shameless plug for the day. I think that was good, right? Speaking of Detroit, take a peek.
You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. What up, though?
A while ago, like almost a year ago, I got reached out in a DM from a kid who was 18 years old. His name is Caden Brown, and Caden Brown sits on the United Nations. He's the youngest person to sit on the United Nations Youth Board. He goes to Harvard Law School. He is a child prosecutor, and he is an advocate for children's rights and for people to know their legal rights at a young age due to an experience he had. And it changed his life. He wrote a book that's coming out, and he will be here to talk about it. The book is called The Kid in the Courtroom. And on Monday, he kicks off Literacy Month at my school. I invited him, and he's coming to DLA. And I just want to give him a big shout out. Here he is on the United Nations, speaking on the United Nations Youth Board. Grew up here in the city of Detroit, super smart, has an organization, has a charitable organization, partners with Colin Kaepernick. And I don't think people know enough about these incredible stories and people out here doing incredible things because we hear so much crazy bad stuff and nonsense. So I'm a fan of encouraging and powerful things. I've been limiting the amount of time I watch the news, the things I read, the things I ingest, what I see on social media, blocking negative people, blocking comments that I don't like, because it gets into our cipher. So when I see someone like Caden Brown and he reached out to me, I reach back out at him. He comes on my show. He comes and teaches my kids to go to school to inspire them. I think that's something to be proud of. And I think that sometimes in the city I live in now, in Detroit, we get a bad reputation. And I want to know that there's incredible things happening everywhere. You know what I say at the end of the show, right? There's more good than there is bad. There's more love than there is hate. There's more joy than there is sadness. We just have to find it. So make sure you oh, you know what? Check that out. Caden Brown. Follow him on Instagram. He's a star. And wait till his book comes out and what he's going to say. Speaking of things I didn't know that you could be a member of the Roundtable. So if you're watching us on YouTube right now, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified every single time there is new content. So I didn't know there's 5 people in the world who are paying to be members of this show, the VIP experience. But I've never given you a VIP experience because I didn't know it existed, but I knew I got $16 because it's $5 a month. So what I'm promising you now is I'm going to do a Roundtable VIP membership, okay? I will give you access. I will give you a video a week. I will give you behind the scenes gossip and tea. I will show you things and tell you things that you will not see anywhere else. Maybe I'll bring Adrienne on. Maybe I'll bring some of the roundtablers on. Maybe we'll talk about pop culture. And it will be available only for people who are joining us on YouTube. So if you want to be a VIP member, there's a link and a button somewhere on your page. And you can become a VIP for $5 a month. The show is for free. It does not cost you anything, and it does not cost, I don't make anything doing the show. So if you want to join and support the show, please join us for a VIP membership, or don't. Come join us every day or every Thursday. It's out of the love and joy of the show that I do it. But if you want to support the show and get some special content and some behind the scenes access about my life, which I don't know what else is left to talk about, you can click and become a VIP member. I appreciate you all, and we'll try to get that up and running and see what that will entail. But you're going to have to join that journey, be on that journey with me. All right. Are you ready for my favorite thing? I'm ready for my favorite thing as well. It's my favorite thing in a long time.
You get a car! You get a car! You get a car! You get a car!
So my favorite thing, and we were talking about my grandmother before, and I said I was dedicating this Il Volo show to my grandmother because my grandmother is her Italian roots and how much she loved Italian music and bel canto opera. And my Aunt Fran is watching right now, and I know how much she loves all of this music as well, and Italian heritage. So if you like Bocelli, if you like Il Divo, if you like Il Volo, you know, this kind of music is so special. And so when I was growing up, somebody that I really was introduced to, I just watched the pay-per-view concert of Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., and Liza Minnelli the other day. It was so ingrained in my childhood. It was my favorite VHS tape. It took place at the Fox in Detroit. The first day I ever met Darius, I asked him to take me to the Fox because it had such memories that as a kid, I grew up watching this VHS tape at my grandmother's house, and I really loved Liza. Like, I love Sammy and I love Liza. And I loved Frank, but Liza and Sammy were showbiz. And the Liza book is out. And I want Liza to be number one on the New York Times bestsellers list. Liza Minnelli, my memoir, Kids, Wait Till You Hear This, as told to Michael Feinstein, who has been here on the show, is out right now. I'm going to go to Barnes & Noble to buy it. I don't need a signed copy because I met Liza and I love Liza. And I don't need a signed copy because I want to read the book and just, put it over. I don't want to, I'm trying to get rid of stuff. I don't need more stuff, but I have really loved her life. I've seen her at her best in concert. I've seen her in Victor Victoria at her worst. I've seen her overcome so much triumph and tragedy growing up in such spotlight and fame with her mother. And for her to be able to tell the story, I saw the news article of her on Good Morning America talking to Robin Roberts, where she sang. It gave me so much joy. So this weekend, I'm not going to buy it on Amazon. I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to go to Barnes and Noble, and I'm going to sit down this weekend. I'm going to read the book. Here is a picture. Here's the picture of me and Liza, chubby me, and Liza Minnelli, and she looks fabulous in this picture, and I look, well, I'm there, and I got it signed by her not long after. It's over there in a pile, and I didn't want to take it out of the frame, but I love her. And I'm so happy for her to be able to tell her story and be sober for 13 years. And the audiobook, I found this really fascinating. The audiobook is done by her voice, but AI. So like she recorded parts of it and then they AI'd the rest of the words. So people were saying it's hard to listen to because the cadence is the same. Like I can't stand those AI YouTube videos. Darius listens to them sometimes. Like, the top 10 gospel moments and this voice that tells this. But I love I love it, but and I know that she's not going to, at 80 years old and with all her health issues and everything she's been through, she's not going to sit down and do the whole audiobook. But if that's your bag, that's out as well. Plus the book is out and she's telling the tea. I heard she talks about the men. I thought she talks about the drugs. She talks about the songs. She talks about the scandals. So I'm all about it. So my favorite thing for sure is get that Liza Minnelli book. Everybody get the book. Get the book. It's mandatory. All right. That was fun. I thought that was a good one. Am I wrong? Are you here? Hello? 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 What else do I got to talk to you about? My Hey Friend Hey? Is that all we do? Week in review, shameless plug, hot take, Detroit moment, favorite thing. The book is going to be fabulous. David says the book is awesome. A's going to read the book, or she's going to listen to the audiobook. She's going to tell us what the AI book sounds like. I know she's going to. And let me tell you about my Hey Friend Hey. Take a
I'll be there for you. How you doing?
So my Hey Friend Hey is next week's show is a friend to this show. So very long time ago, I had another show called Quarantine Cabaret and Cocktails that I did with another guy who cares. And when I did that show, see, A loves listening to books. I would lose my train of thought, but I would like to sit with a book, but A loves it. And I love that. I want to do it. I just start to not pay attention, like the movies too. So a long time ago in October 2021, we did a birthday show. It was Ken Page from Nightmare Before Christmas and Ain't Misbehaving in Broadway, the Men of Chippendales, and Denise Williams. I haven't talked to Denise Williams in 5 years, but I really love her. And I sang a little bit with her back then. So I thought I would reach out to Denise Williams. I haven't talked to her in a long time. And I sent her a message and she was really excited to come on the new show. So Denise Williams will be here next week. Here she is from Let's Hear It for the Boys. She has those whistle tones before Mariah had those whistle tones. Silly of me to think that and I want to be free. All those hit songs, 4 Grammy Awards, and body of work that is incredible. So when she said she wanted to chat with me, I had a lot to talk about because she's got those songs with Johnny Mathis, too much, too little, too late to try again. So she gives good stories and good tea. She's from Gary, Indiana. She's got 4 Grammys. She's got a lot of hit songs. So next week, Denise Williams is here. Let's Hear It for Denise Williams is the name of the show. So I hope you come back. And then I got a DM this weekend from someone who's never done this show. I called Adrienne and Deidre, the 2 cousins that are the same person. And 2 weeks from now, I'm making a Roundtable debut. Gulp, gulp, gulp. They said they love the show. Okay. They said they would love to be on. And I said, of course, come on. And then they said they would be honored to be here. So and they're messy and we're messy. So Todrick Hall will make his Roundtable debut. That's a terrible picture. I thought it was a better quality picture. My apologies. Todrick Hall from Broadway, from theater, from TV, from gay culture, from television, from scandals, from the whole messy mess of the whole thing, will be here in 2 weeks for a Roundtable exclusive. Todrick has never been here in all the gay shows we've done, in all the pride shows. Todrick has never been here. Well, he'll be here now, so don't miss it. Todrick Hall makes his Roundtable debut. Now, ooh, Abby, the feathers will be flying, honey girl. Boo boo child. He's a new friend. He texts. He said he's moved to New York. He left London. He left Abby. He left her from whatever show he did. I remember he did burlesque, then he did something else. And now he's back in New York and he's going to be here and we're going to kiki it up and it's going to be a messy, messy good time. So do not miss that episode. And then it leads us into our 1000th episode, which I gave the announcement about who it is on Instagram. I'll tell you more about it next week when it's all signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. I think that was pretty fun. Before I get to Adrienne, who's going to be on and giving us her Oscar predictions, Adrienne asked, have I listened to the Harry Styles new album? I have not. I have done SNL with Harry Styles twice. He's very short. He's very nice. He likes to eat takeout. I saw someone get fired for asking to hug him. He did not fire them, but they go crazy for him. Like they line up down the street. He's very ambiguously interesting with his personality and flair. How you doing? I didn't listen to it. Is it good? Do I want to listen to it? He's fun. That performance he did at the Brit Awards, is that the best we got in the world? I have nothing against him. I think he's very talented and very fabulous. And yeah, I like him. I say yes. I say I will listen. I will listen to the Harry Styles. And I really liked working with him. He was very nice. That was such a name-dropping moment of myself. I'm sorry. I apologize. So your answers to the questions. If you don't know that part of my life, you got a lot of research to do. Go Google it, and I'll talk about it. And come see me. Come see my show. So what were the movies that people last saw? My mom saw Wicked 2 with popcorn and a Diet Coke. Yum. See, I love that. That's my fave. And Adrienne says, I will forever love going to the movie theater, Wuthering Heights. And next up is The Bride in IMAX. Ooh, interesting. Abby also saw Wuthering Heights. You all are all so smart. I'm really trying to think. Christine says, I only see 1 to 2 movies in the theater each year since 2020. Used to see 20 plus a year. I think I was Wicked. That's a good answer. Amy says it was How to Train Your Dragons with her nephews. Super cute. Super cute. I loved it. What was the last movie we saw at the movie theater? I saw Jussie Smollett's movie. He was here, but I didn't get, we went to a movie. I went to the movies. We did see the Bridge. No, what's that other thing? Downton Abbey movie. Darius slept through that movie. I didn't even watch the TV show and he was asleep. Was that I've been to the movie since then. We went to a movie. I don't remember. That's how good the movie was. I remember the snacks. I do remember the snacks. Oh, I gotta eat dinner. Speaking of, it's Oscar Sunday, and that means there's only one person I know who loves the Oscars. I think her favorite day of the year is the 4th of July. Maybe not this year, but usually it's the 4th of July. Her second favorite day of the year is Oscar Sunday. It is like her birthday. It is like Christmas. And you know who that is? That's our special correspondent, Adrienne. Take a peek. Do you mind introducing yourself to the Roundtablers? So I had to ask her for her predictions because I've seen none of the movies, like nothing. I get the movies as a SAG member. I did not watch them. I did not care to watch them. I will watch the show. I like Michael B. Jordan. I saw Sinners. I did see that movie. And maybe that I saw in the movie theater. I did see that in the movie theater. Well, long story short, Adrienne is here. She's going to tell you. I told her she had 5 minutes. She may have come in at 6 minutes, but that's pretty good for Adrienne. Adrienne is here with our full prediction rundown, Oscar moment buzz, just exclusively for you. And then Il Volo is here after that. Take a peek.
Hello, Roundtablers. Robert had asked me to give you the quick version, which I will try my best, of my picks for this year's 98th Oscar nominees. The Academy Awards are this Sunday. They start at 7 p.m. on ABC. It's so exciting. Conan O'Brien is hosting again. It's going to be so fantastic. So here we go. I'm going to start with the big one. We're not going to start with the big one. We're going to go with Best Actor and Actress. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Now, this is a very controversial category. We have Timothée Chalamet for Marty Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio, One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke, Blue Moon, he's the dark horse, Michael B. Jordan for Sinners, Wagner Moura for The Secret Agent. This is a very, very interesting category. My pick, who I feel deserves the win and should win, is Michael B. Jordan. He put in his dues. Sinners is amazing. It's on HBO Max if you can watch it before Sunday. It is truly just one of those movies. It's not what you think. Forget what you heard. Watch the movie, because John, my husband, thought that. Who's filming right now for me. Thank you, John. It's amazing. He should win. Timothy lost it the other day when he made his controversial comment. That's all I'm going to say about that. Check out my TikTok about it. Best Actress, I think, is, if you were a betting person and you wanted to bet on Jessie Buckley. But we'll get there. Jessie Buckley for Hamnet. Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Kate Hudson, Song Sung Blue. Great performance. It's on Peacock. You should watch it. Okay. Renate Rensev for Sentimental Value. And Emma Stone for Begonia. Great actresses. Emma Stone has won twice already. She's good. Jessie Buckley has won every single award. I just watched Hamnet this past weekend. I cried. It's a beautifully done film. Chloe Zhao, the director, did a phenomenal job. She is going to win. Jessie Buckley for Hamnet. Hands down. The only upset I see could be Rose Byrne, but I don't think so. I think it's going to be Jessie Buckley. Best Supporting Actor. Benicio del Toro, One Battle After Another. Jacob Elordi, Frankenstein. Delroy Lindo for Sinners. Sean Penn, One Battle After Another. Stellan Skarsgård, Sentimental Value. If there ever was a tough Oscar race, it is this category. Hands down. Every single one of these performances were outstanding. I'm torn because I think Jacob Elordi should win. However, I think it may go to Sean Penn. His performance in One Battle After Another takes everybody else's, I feel, in the film. One Battle After Another is a great, great movie. It's a stellar cast. Absolutely fantastic. But Stellan Skarsgård kind of upset it and won at the Golden Globes. Delroy Lindo, it's his first ever nomination, Oscar nomination ever, which is crazy. Benicio del Toro, phenomenal. They're all great. I would like to see Jacob win, but I think it's going to go to Sean Penn. And the only upset would be Stellan Skarsgård. So there you go. Now here's the other crazy category, Best Supporting Actress. We've got Elle Fanning, Sentimental Value. Inga, its daughter, Lilias, Sentimental Value. My apologies if I made mistakes. Amy Madigan in Weapons, Wunmi Mosaku for Sinners, and Teyana Taylor for One Battle After Another. This is another tough category. I think it's going to be between Amy Madigan, Wunmi, and Teyana Taylor. While Teyana Taylor is great, I think it might go to Amy Madigan. I would love for Wunmi to win. She was amazing in the role. So fantastic. Now I'm going to throw a crazy one in there. Oh, wait. We have to do Best Picture. Best Picture. Let's do Best Picture. What are we at, John? Are we good? We still going okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Begonia. F1. Frankenstein. Hamnet. Marty Supreme. One Battle After Another. The Secret Agent. Sentimental Value. Sinners. Train Dreams. This is a tough call. This is a very tough call. I think it's going to be between two movies. It's going to be Sinners, which should win, and One Battle After Another. It's a really tough call because I can see where both movies offer great things. They're great stories. They're exceptionally done. I would like to see Sinners win, but it might go to One Battle After Another. I'd love to see Frankenstein. That's my favorite movie out of all of them. I really enjoyed Frankenstein. Guillermo del Toro did a phenomenal job. Everything was beautiful. I think it's going to win a lot of technical awards, but that's what I think is going to happen. Now, we're going to throw a fun one in here. My favorite award every year, and I just have to scroll to it, pardonnez-moi, is Oh, we're going to throw this in here. Best casting. That's a new award. Best casting is kind of like, obviously, everyone involved. Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Sinners. This one I think should go to One Battle After Another because you've got Sean Penn, Tiana Taylor, Leonardo DiCaprio, all of that. I think that One Battle After Another should win that one. Now, we're going to go here really, really quick to Best Cinematography. My favorite award. I love, love, love looking at a film and saying, look at that cinematography. I know people think I'm crazy, but it's fine. Frankenstein, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Train Dreams. Train Dreams was a very interesting movie, very, very sad. I personally think it should be Frankenstein because a lot of it was done without like green screen. Like they actually like built the props in order to do it. That's what I think should win this. I think in second might be One Battle After Another because that scene when they're driving, I mean, exceptional. So there you go. Those are A's picks for the Oscars 2026. Watch the red carpet. Watch the award show. It's going to be great. There's musical numbers. I believe they're performing Golden. And there you go. So see you soon. Save me a seat at the round table.
Would you like to introduce yourself to the roundtablers? Adrienne did such a great job. So Adrienne's assignment next week is she's going to give me a 6-minute recap on the Academy Awards. So join us next week. Denise Williams, 4 Grammy Awards. Adrienne's recap on the Academy Awards coming to you next week. She don't know it yet, but I just asked her. And Hamnet is a really beautiful movie. Have your tissues ready if you want to watch it. If I failed, I didn't watch anything. I watched that movie. I didn't even know Conan O'Brien was hosting. He's cute and funny. I think Adrienne did a good job because she wasn't as shady about Timothée Chalamet as she wants to be. Timothée Chalamet put his foot in his mouth because Timothée Chalamet said that ballet and orchestras and stuff doesn't matter. It's a dying art form, opera. But she hates him. She don't like Timothée Chalamet. So I thought she was coming hard for Timothée Chalamet. But instead, she just said he's going to lose. And if you read the gossip columns and blind items, they say that the Jenners, Kris Jenner, has now been trying to push for him to win. I think he's going to lose too. And I think One Battle After Another is going to win. And I'm happy that Adrienne liked Frankenstein. I don't want to watch it, but I love that she loved it. And I love that the Oscars are having so much fun this Sunday. I'll be watching. I hope you should. Yes, I heard that Nathan Lane said crazy things about him today. Went after him. So super duper fun. You know who's going to tell you that classical music is not dead and ballet is not dead and these incredibly trained performers are not dead is people who are carrying the torch of classical music around the world, like our next guest, Il Volo. They came to me from Guadalajara, Mexico, where they were doing a sold-out show in an arena for 15,000 people that night. And they made some time to come talk to us about their brand new tour, a show in Detroit, and top secret dates that are going to be announced soon. So stick up to date with Il Volo if they're not in your neck of the woods. They're coming to your neck of the woods soon. My 3 paisans, my 3 friends. Il Volo, welcome back to the roundtable. In Detroit at the beautiful Fox Theater to see our next guest. They blew me away. You have no idea how incredible of a show, the most gorgeous show that our guests are doing. They're back here on the roundtable here, and we are so excited to welcome them back. Il Volo, welcome to the show.
It's a pleasure.
Ciao.
Good to see
Ciao. Benvenuti. Come stati? Stop. I'm trying. I'm doing it. I failed Italian.
Come state?
Non c'è male. E tu? I'm trying.
That's perfect. That's great. It's great.
You know,
we are fantastic.
We
are touring. Sorry.
No, I got straight D's in Italian class here in the United. D's across the board. D.
Yeah. Wow.
So, thank you for being here. How you guys are in Mexico right now?
Yeah, we were in Mexico City 2 days ago, and now we are in Guadalajara. We have concert tonight, and I mean we are again on the road.
You are on the road, a South American tour, followed by this North American tour that's coming across the states. How does it feel for you all when you get to travel and do international dates and come back to, say, Mexico, South America, travel to North America, far from home? But these places have become your homes over the decades that you've been singing.
It's a privilege and it's an honor to keep spreading bel canto all around the world. As you know, we are following the steps of our idol, like Pavarotti and Bocelli.
And we are celebrating 17 years of career. So in 3 years, we're going to celebrate 20 years together at 33, 34. So that's amazing. We started when we were just kids, and our goal has always been to bring bel canto also to the new generations. And it's amazing to see full arenas and theaters all around the world with people that don't even speak a word of Italian, but they want to listen to this music because it's an eternal music. It's something that it's an heritage that we have in Italy. And of course, it's a privilege to keep bringing all around the world.
Well, when you go to one of your shows, everyone, when I saw you at the Fox in Detroit, which I know is a special place for you all because you have done some iconic concerts and come back to the Fox, the row of people that I sat with, these ladies and gentlemen were screaming. They have told me they've seen you 10 times, 11 times, 12 times. They follow you. What's it like when you meet people and they tell you what the music has meant to them? You've been there through the most important times of their life.
Before you said it's difficult to stay far from home, always on the road. But for us, singing every night in shows is like singing in our home because those people you mentioned before, our audience, I think we have the most faithful audience of all times because they grow up with us. They've been following us since 17 years, and it's a privilege. And we are very grateful to them because what we are doing is just what we really love. And every time we go on stage, we just go on stage to share what we feel inside. And what we feel inside is the Italian culture, the everything that was like made in Italy. And then the 80% of our repertoire, it's the bel canto, but also we included in our repertoire the American style, songs that made, introduced this love to music. So, and Detroit is very important for us because in these 17 years, we've made some special event, very important event, but the very first one we've done in our life, it was made in at the Opera House of Detroit. So Detroit is like our real home, our real house. So it's always great to go back to Detroit and always great to see again and the people who have come to our shows and also to meet new people, new audience.
Well, this April, you can see them across the country, and then I'm sure there are more dates and more surprises and more things to be announced this year. I'm sure you guys are planning a big year of surprises of music and concert all around the world.
Yes, we're coming to the States, and this tour in the States, it's huge because we will start from California and then Middle States, and then we go to Detroit and Chicago and the state of Florida, New York, all over.
So get ready, everybody. Get ready. You can follow them. All the links and the information and the music is below. I loved your concert. I loved seeing you guys in Ignacio. I watched your concert, and what I loved so much, I hope I said your name right. I tried.
It's okay, Ignazio.
Ignazio, my paisan. I tried so hard to say. I tried so hard. I practiced. Your concert is so perfect because you talk about the bel canto and the opera and the standards that are on the opera repertoire and bel canto repertoire. Then you throw in musical theater, you throw in some pop covers. There really is a song for everyone. You don't have to know anything about opera, bel canto, nothing to enjoy the music. What's it like to put the show together? What is the set list like?
Well, I can say that during these years we grew up so much, and we realized that bel canto is the key. Is the key of our group, and of course we've been studying all over this year, and we are putting together a repertoire that can really bring the Italian culture all over the world. This is why I think the power, the strength of this new repertoire of this tour is gonna be crazy. Because I mean, as a level of difficult for us, it's very high, and we've been putting our efforts to study the songs, to study the repertoire, and I think it's a very dynamic show now.
It's so that the orchestra
more than the other years.
When I tell you the orchestra is gorgeous, the stage is gorgeous, the costumes you all put up and how you all match together but have your own individuality, and Gianluca, your relationship with the audience, like the way you interact with the audience, is its own part of the show. They are the fourth member of this group. They sing, they clap, they scream, they yell.
Yeah.
They are just as much of a part of it. And I love watching you all love watching them.
Yeah, of course, we share energy with our audience, of course, and it's our oxygen, as you know, and especially to see people from all the ages. And of course, our music is not just entertainment, but to sing bel canto, to sing song of Puccini, it's like a spiritual awakening, if you think about it, you know, something so deep and so high at the same time, you know,
Yes.
that it's an honor to keep bringing this music. Also, not just to the people who used to listen to this kind of music, to see people from the 50 years old or 70 or 80 or 90 years old. There are people that really love this music, but also to see young people that are starting also to sing bel canto, to learn how to speak Italian through bel canto. And especially in Japan, we found a lot of people don't even speak a word, but they sing in Italian. And so this is a mission. This is a mission for us. After Bocelli and after Pavarotti, with humility, of course. We don't want to be, of course, but we have 17 years of career, and we want to say that for us, it's a privilege to keep bringing this music also to the younger generations.
Oh, and I'm sure, and you are keeping it alive and spreading it more than ever. Piero, a nerdy music question. So when everyone gets a solo moment in the show, they each get a solo moment in the show. Your brothers in the group each have a regular microphone. They all hold their microphone like this. You have the famous Pavarotti three tenor opera microphone that comes up and comes. Why is that a different microphone for when, and he sings up, "Ah," up there and crazy in heaven. So what is the purpose of the different microphone? What is that microphone's use for? I was fascinated.
No, it's not the only reason why we use these microphones, just because when you sing the classical arias from operas, you can move easily, not standing with the mic. That's the only reason.
It's
Not
a panoramic
it's
microphone.
panoramic. So when you see also the choirs singing, they also use this one because you can move easily, not keeping the mic on your hand. So that's the only reason why we use this one. But when we sing the three of us together in the classic segment, we use the three of us, this microphone.
With a normal microphone, you have to sing like this. You have to put the microphone close to your mouth. With the other one, you can also move and act.
It catch every single movement you make.
It's like having a cable of internet and Wi-Fi.
Got it. That's a perfect way to put. That was perfect. That was perfect way to put it. So you talk about all the years that you all are together. You talk about Bocelli, and you guys have sung and worked with him. I saw you all with Miss Streisand herself, which was incredible. And then recently you were in Rome, in Vatican, and sung for the Pope. So what's it like for you when you collaborate? You have to have some pinch me moments. You're singing for the Pope. You're singing with Barbara Streisand. What's it feel like to be invited to an event like that?
This was funny because I thought you were saying you were singing with the Pope. No, those moments for us are something that after days or a few times you can realize and you can talk about, because our feelings that in that moment, the only thing you have to do is just sing and feel and get these feelings into you. So we feel privileged because with this kind of music, with this genre of music, we can sing for the Pope, we can sing with Barbara Streisand. So thanks to this music, we lived moment in our life unique. So, and we will never lose our personalities because we know what's the power. And as Ignazio said before, now we are more focused on who we are and what is our goal. So we have clearly our focus and our goal.
Well, if you haven't listened to their new album Ad Astra, you need to hear it. They sing some tracks from it in the concert that are show-stopping. They are so gorgeous. What's it like for you guys to be performing these songs as part of your show? It is a stunning album that people need to listen to.
Yeah, the 80% of our repertoire are standards and with new arrangements. But of course, the 20% of who we are new songs, because of course, we have something to say, not just to sing. And of course, sometimes in our career, we decided to create new music with pop arrangements also, especially for Italy and some countries in South America and Europe. and in United States, Japan, and other countries, of course, what they really like is not just about our songs, but of course, standards like Nessun Dorma. But we are really proud about our new songs, like Grande Amore, like Capolavoro, and any other pop songs that are help us to reach also a younger audience.
Well, let me tell you something. I think the problem is the system, because I mean, every artist, like us, and needs to do the dirty job. And I think let me pass this term. This album was a dirty job, more commercial. And I think an artist today needs to think also about the commercial part to reach more audience, different kind of audience. But of course, this the last album, it's let me say 2.0 version of Bel Canto, but of course it's a plus in our repertoire. It's not the main focus of our repertoire, but it's a plus.
Bel Canto was born because they used to put drums and rhythm in an orchestra. So this is how Bel Canto was born. So operatic pop music is when you hear drums and crossover with new arrangements on classical music. Of course, we have also musicians, we have a drummer, we have a guitarist, electric guitar.
Also because the translation of Bel Canto, it's a good singing.
Yes.
You know?
And it's not only good singing, the style of singing keeps your voice healthy, because so many people out here have vocal problems. They don't sing properly. They don't have proper technique. They don't know how to use their voice properly in music. How important is it for you all to use it? It keeps you healthy.
But that's also music. So we have to respect every single expression of making music. So this is our way. And I think our focus is to keep studying how to get better day by day, because this genre of music, this kind of singing needs to be very responsible and very focused every single day, studying and practice. So we are very happy to share this music and this feeling and this singing with all over the world. And we really can't wait to see again our audience. That's our medicine in life.
Yeah, I can't wait to be there back in Detroit. I'm a fan now forever. I'll be every time you're in my neighborhood, I got to get a ticket and be there. I need to. Are you able to do a show and not sing Grande Amore? I mean, it is, the audience goes nuts. It is a moment every show.
No, well, the Grande Amore, it's a must-have in the list of the song. So,
and it's our song, so that's what makes it special, to have our own signature song that can have the same success of amazing standards, and so we are really proud about that.
You want to see 10,000 women all scream at the same time. Wait for that song to start, and you'll see it right there in the middle of the theater or arena, because it is.
And of course, you're going to see something new, because we are adding new songs, also more arias, because when we were 14, 15, or 20, our voice was still, how can I say? Yeah, we're growing. Of course, you need to study, you need to practice a lot to sing that kind of repertoire. And so we are 30 now. And so we are really happy to keep also new arias and to put it in our repertoire, not just pop songs, also a tribute to Elvis Presley. Of course, we're going to sing My Way to all the people and Italian standards and arias. It's going to be a very beautiful show.
It's a beautiful show. At 30. Oh my God. I wish I was 30. That's so nice. Finally, before I let you all go, do you ever have a moment to stop and think, it was really fate, divine intervention, God? I mean, the fact that you three found each other and clung to each other, and then how this all exploded after all the years that you've been together. Do you look back to the beginning and how do you feel? What kind of gratitude or luck or how do you feel about this journey, almost 20 years of you guys finding each other and then becoming this international superstar group that you have become?
Yeah, I think until 10 years ago, we were thinking that was just luck. But now I can tell you that it's, of course, a percentage of luck, but it's a percentage of work, of teamwork, of passion,
And a little bit of talent.
Yeah,
A lot of talent.
Talent, of course. And I mean, because if you don't put yourself complete 100% of yourself on what you want to do or on what you want to reach in life, I mean, it's more complicated to get your goals, to achieve your goal. And we realized it, I think, 10 years ago, that we really put ourselves in a position to decide of our career. And this is a day by day working.
And the rest is history. It's just a lot of talent, a lot of hard work, and an incredible body of work that we all love and enjoy. So I want to say thank you for taking the time away from your home and your family and coming around the world and giving us the music, because what you give us is the greatest gift, because you're with us for weddings and celebrations and birthdays and love stories, and you make the music the soundtrack to our lives. Il Volo is on tour, everybody. IlVolomusic.com has got the dates. They're coming to the United States. From the West Coast to the East Coast, you got to get your tickets. You're never going to see a show like this. Stream the music. Make sure you listen to it. I told you all last time, I've still never been to Italy. I'm ready. I'm coming to your couch. I'm going to bring my luggage and ring your doorbell. Be ready.
Yeah, I mean, Gianluca has a house available. So, I mean, for me, it's a little bit more complicated. I have a wife. I have a baby. So, it's a free couch.
Gianluca, I'll bring you whatever you want, a bottle of wine. Thank you for letting me stay. I'll be no problem at all, I promise.
We wait for you in Italy. And
all right.
But you have to promise us that you're going to speak Italian.
Oh God. Oh, no. Okay.
Otherwise, we're not going to open the door.
You got to say certamente.
Certamente.
That's perfect.
Look, and
perfect.
When you come to Detroit, I have a couch for you. And if you come to Detroit, you have to say, "What up, doe, Detroit?" That's what they say here in the
What up?
What up, doe? DOE.
What up, doe?
What up, doe? That's it. See?
What up, doe, Detroit.
This is it.
Detroit.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Much love. How fun are they? What up, doe? Certamente. You know, I took Italian for 4 years. I just get so nervous to talk to them. Thank you, Christine. They're back. Hello, Maria, my friend in Poland, to Pierre, Ignacio, and Gianluca. Greetings to me. Thank you very much, Maria. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you for coming back when they're here. Ciao, ragazzi. Hello, Cleo. Thank you for being here. And she says, nos veremos en Madrid en octubre del próximo año. Una enorme ilusión ponde Yes, I loved it. Austria's in the house. Hello, Il Volo from Austria. Happy to see you. Beryl says that their Elvis songs are out of this world to Gianluca. They are so precious. They're so sweet. Rita says, bravo, amore. And Christine says, Il Volo is a super talented group with a gorgeous blend of voices. Wish them well on the world tour. And Adrienne says they're adorable. They're so sweet. What up, though, to you? Buonanotte. Buonasera. Buongiorno. Ciao, ciao. Hey, I love you all so much for being here. Next week, Denise Williams is here. Click the link in the bio. Follow us on Instagram. Follow me at Robert M. Bannon. Tell me you watch the show. Share it with a friend. Go to robertbannon.com if you want tickets to go see me. And I will see you all here again next week. I'm going to go see The Lion. I'm ready to go do it up. And I look for you. This show's a mess. I look for you next week. God bless you. Thank you so much for being here. And I love you all tons and tons and tons. There is more good than there is bad. There's more love than there is hate. There's more joy than there is sadness. The best is yet to come. And I'll see you again next time right here. We're getting close to 1,000 shows, everybody. Thanks to you. From the bottom of my heart, I love you. Thanks for being here. Bye, everybody.